Today we have double distinguished Toastmaster Rajiv Nambia in our studios. And we're going to ask him a lot of questions about his life and experiences as a public speaker. Now before that, I would request a double DTM Rajiv Nambia to give us a sneak peek about himself. Sir? Well, at the outset, let me thank you for having me on your show. To begin with, I was born and brought up in Madras, that is now Singara, Chennai. I went on to do my schooling with a very famous school in Chennai, the Madras Christian College Higher Secondary School. And from there, I went on to do my Bachelor in Commerce with another prestigious institution by the name Madras Christian College, Tamil. Well, my professional life took over in the year 1992, to be precise, 29th of December 1992, when I was drafted in to serve the Comptroller and Auditor General of India, which we call the CAG, the CAG of India. I joined them as an auditor. After serving for 26 long years and plus, I retired voluntarily as a guested officer, serving guested officer, and went on to start my own training venture in April of 2019 by the name Freedom 19. Apart from that, I would say I'm a public speaker, a corporate trainer, a transformational coach. I'm also an ardent long-distance cyclist, a fitness enthusiast, a martial arts exponent in karate with a brown belt to my credit. I love swimming, I love singing, and above all, I'm a person who loves to be a friend. That's a small sneak peek about me. Back to you. Thank you, sir, for that introduction of yours. My second question to you is, what according to you is life? What according to you is life? Well, what is life? Well, life for me is trying to bridge the gap between where I am in reality and where I ought to be actually. Life is for me is about trying to narrow the gap between these two. And this is what is life for me. Thank you, sir, for the quick answer. My next question is, what has been your biggest achievement in life till date? Well, the biggest achievement, there has been many achievements in my life so far. But if I have to take one achievement out of it, the best of the best would be the liberty I have now to live my life on my own terms and conditions. To throw more light, I would say is, when I started my government service in the year 1992, December 29, 1992, till April 1st, 2019, for everything and anything I do or I needed permission. Subordination was the bottom line. Nothing goes without seeking permission. But when I started my own training venture, Freedom 19, I realized that I've started to live life king size on my own terms and conditions. I can go for training when I want to. I decide my schedule. I can get up, I can cook what I want to, I can do my exercising, I can get back to my fitness regime. I'm not answerable to anybody. But though the responsibility is there as a family man, I realize that this freedom which I get from being on my own is sans parallel. So ladies and gentlemen, learning to live life on my own terms and conditions is the biggest achievement in my life, and I'm sure it will carry on for years together. So ladies and gentlemen, try it out. Try to be on your own and you'll realize what I'm trying to tell you. Thank you, sir. Well, my next question to you is, in your understanding, what is success? Definition of success. Now let me not take you to the usual cliche. For me, success is very real. And I believe that if a person at the end of the day is able to sleep in peace without any stresses and strains, in other words, one who falls asleep in seconds when they hit the bed, I believe he is a very successful person. In fact, I'm close to getting there. That, for me, defines success. Thank you very much. That was very spontaneous of you. Well, any particular phase which has changed your life? Any particular phase which has changed your life for good or bad? Any particular phase which is instrumental in changing my life? Yes, there is one particular phase which totally changed my life 360 degrees. 7th of March 2009, I walked into this great platform, a public speaking platform called Toastmasters. Ever since then, I realized where I stood as a communicator and where I stood as a leader. This platform called Toastmasters has given me the impetus to augment and refine my leadership and communication skills. This platform, in fact, gave me an alternate career in itself, to become a trainer, become a public speaker, become a transformational coach. And in fact, my friendship base has increased multifolds because of Toastmasters, and it is still continuing. In fact, I'm highly indebted to the Toastmasters family and fraternity for giving me a fantastic life from March 7th, 2009. And I hope to continue with them and create more friends and more learnings. So this phase of life has been very important to me because this gave me a total new dimension about life. Well, I'm coming up with a tricky question to you. Let me see how you get across this. Sir, what is love according to you? What is love according to you? What is love? Well, love means different things to different people. But for me, what love is, with my experiences of life, I'm going to tell you today. Let's take individual A and individual B. They have been living with each other as husband and wife for quite a while. And they have umpteen number of problems within them. Enough, hundreds of problems, enough to separate, go their own ways, divorce, but they don't. They keep all that 100 problems or thousands of problems away from their life and still continue to march on as a single unit. I believe this, in my experience, is love. Oh, that was a cool answer. In fact, yes, it makes sense. Well, sir, this is again a little tricky question, but please bear with me. What do you despise the most in life? This is a very, very tricky question. Now, let me be very candid, very honest to you. I despise people who are uncommitted in their work, people who have this crab mentality of pulling people down, people who don't value time of the others. And to round it up, all I would say is people who are wolves in sheep's clothing. I despise these people. Thank you so much for being straight and honest in answering this question. So your next question is, with your experiences of life in the corporate ladder, being your entrepreneur yourself, what is your take on leadership? Well, I believe a good leader is one who tells people where to look, but not what to see. One who recognizes and develops efficient leaders. One who doesn't use his leadership as a power center. I believe this is the hallmark of a true leader. I'm sure that you must have come up the hard way in life. Come up as a teenager, really fought really hard. And now you've reached this stage where you're living life on your own terms and conditions, isn't it, sir? Now, I would like you to give your 2 cents to the younger generation of today who are listening to this, who are watching this. Any message from your end to them, please? Well, my 2 cents to the youngsters of today, all I would say is learn to see the best from the people. Avoid seeing their faults. I would say is learn to see the goodness of people. Stay committed to whatever you're doing. Never quit. Learn to finish what you have started. Learn to finish your race. In case you're inclined to quit, don't start at all. All I would say. And especially when you win, remember to be humble and let that victory not get to your head. And in case you lose, learn to accept it gracefully and from the experience. Above all I would say is, remember, the fight, the journey to become a better person is not in comparison with someone else. It is in comparison with yourself. And finally, I would say is, learn to live life as per your conscience and be grateful for whatever you have today and not to cry for what you don't have. Well, that's my 2 cents for the youngsters of today. So a final question before I let you go. Now, you have been a Toastmaster since 2009, and in the year 2013 you were conferred with the DTM Status Award, the first time by Toastmasters International, United States of America. Then again in 2019 you were again bestowed this coveted award called the Distinguished Toastmasters Award by Toastmasters International USA in 2019. But I see that you have been attending Toastmasters meetings without defaulting. Now my question to you is, why do you keep attending Toastmasters meeting every week whenever you get an opportunity? One. Second is, are you trying to tell me or give all of us a message that if you as a Toastmaster don't attend Toastmastering every week, you will die and Toastmasters is your oxygen? Are you trying to tell me that? Can you throw in some more light into my question? Well, definitely. I wouldn't die if I don't attend Toastmasters. Neither will the other Toastmasters die if they don't attend Toastmasters. Now, the main reason we Toastmasters attend every meeting without failing is that every meeting gives us many reasons to live life on a different and better scale. If you take it throughout the world, there is 3 segments which is practiced in every meeting, day in and day out as I speak. But still, we as Toastmasters go back, though it is stereotyped, we go back into a Toastmasters meeting to get that 2 cents to make our lives better. I know Toastmasters who have 25, 30 years of experience who don't miss a single meeting. It shows that every meeting, be it 1 hour or 2 hours, we get that 2 cents to make our lives much better. So in a nutshell, if I tell you, Toastmasters is a fantastic platform for people to grow in whatever way they want to grow. So that is why, even though after achieving my distinguished Toastmaster status twice, I am back into Toastmastering every week without defaulting. So definitely I will not die if I don't attend Toastmasters, but if I attend, it gives me a better platform to live life king size. I hope now you got my answer. Well, ladies and gentlemen, today we had double distinguished Toastmaster Rajiv Nambia with us. And I'm so happy that he answered all my questions without fear of failure. He was so candid in his approach in answering questions, and really indebted to him for coming to our studios in spite of his busy schedule to enlighten all of us about his experiences in life. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for being part of this program, and I hope to have you back in our studios very soon. Thank you so much. Well, thank you so much for having me on your show, and it's been really a pleasure in answering your questions. I hope I have added value to the listeners about my life journey as well as about Toastmasters. And thank you so much, and thanks for watching.